Going live. There we go. All right. Definitely can feel that. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Insurance Talk. We're in the Nelson Atkins room, formerly the Tiger Room, coming to you live. I am joined by my usual cast of characters this morning, and I want to introduce our newest team member, Miss Amy Spellman.
Hey! Welcome!
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Mr. Doug Hayden. Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Doug Hayden. The infamous Doug
Infamous.
Hayden. Yes. He's so famous, he's infamous.
Huh. Amy, since you are new to our show, not as a guest, but as a member of the team, what do you have for us today?
So we have a big party tomorrow.
What? There's a party?
There's a party. I got my disco nails ready. So,
Those are disco.
huh?
Those are disco.
They are kind of disco.
Kind of sparkly.
They're a little bit sparkly. Yeah, a little bit hot.
Oh, it's blonde.
Yeah.
Need my sunglasses.
I guess my biggest point I want to make is be safe. Yes. Take a ride home with Lyft or Uber
Take
or
your
a
Ubers.
taxi. Remember, rides going to home only. Home. So HOME.
I
Home.
can't go to the bar.
No
No.
Taco Bell, then
No.
Tiki Taco is pretty awesome. It's on the way home.
Well, you know.
You work that out with your
If
Uber driver.
the
You're a better
Uber doesn't
salesperson than I
stop.
thought.
Okay,
Okay.
you heard it.
Okay. These rides will be reimbursed by Select Quote. I'll send out information on Monday on how you get reimbursed, but basically you will need a receipt, so keep your receipt. We want you to have fun. We want you to dance it up, and don't be so-and-so.
don't be that person.
Don't be that
That
person
goes,
we're all talking about
Oh, I don't
Monday.
like to tell you what I think of you.
And later this morning, I'll be sending out parking instructions just to remind you where to park. If you were at the party last year, you remember that you entered through the brew house
Mhm.
on the corner. And our entry is going to be at a different location, so I'll have a map showing you. It's just down the way from the brew house, but we're taking you in a different way. To have like more, I don't know,
More fun.
more fun,
stuff.
more stuff. So big surprises coming.
Yeah.
That's what I've got today.
Exciting.
It's very exciting. We're very happy to do this, and I can't wait. It's going to be a blast.
I can't wait. Enough that I did shave to kind of give everyone a preview of what's coming tomorrow
Do you
night.
want to walk
Look,
into the camera?
here's the
and
thing.
show
Should I go?
Yeah,
Oh,
show
yeah.
off a Manchu.
Yeah.
So we can really see what I brought to the table here. So
Mutton chops.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
Just.
I'm a little blonder than I thought I was with this side, so I will just ferment that in more dark.
Sure, blonde. We'll call that blonde.
Yes, it's blonde, Mike.
Silver blonde.
Silver blonde.
Silver blonde gorilla red.
Silverback gorilla.
The leader of the group.
Yes,
That's
yes,
right.
the alpha.
That's right. Yeah.
All pale in comparison.
And of course, I had to break out my favorite album.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Saturday Night Fever.
Stay alive, stay alive. Ha, 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 ha.
That was close.
Why we brought you.
That's
exactly.
I feel like it needed a little more cowbell. Just a little more cowbell.
All right, Kate.
All right. Well, this is the first time we've successfully had someone who answered the trivia question also join us live on the chat. Miss Elise Smith. She's right up here with us.
All right.
Elise, can I get a confirmation that you're still with us? Like a yes or a no?
She said alpha.
She said alpha like I said. Yeah.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Got it, hello.
So we're gonna play Let's Make a Deal with Jeff, and I'll let him take it away.
Okay, so with Let's Make a Deal with Me, here's the beginning of the deal. You can take 10 YEI points right now and not even play.
10 YEI points.
YEI. Or is it kazoo now?
Well, I think the 10 YEI points might be, 10 cents.
Oh,
I don't want to up that
I
up.
see where you were going with that.
That's you, yeah.
So, $10 right now. Or you pick from one of three envelopes. 1, 2, or 3,
Ooh.
Or,
a mystery prize. What are you gonna do?
Ooh.
so at least.
You haven't done a
thought of
mystery
what
prize.
you'd like to
Right.
choose.
What are you gonna do?
Great. Let's show her what she has.
Should we do that?
So first we're gonna show what you did get.
So you will
I
not.
really desperately want to know what that mystery prize is.
You'll
Curious
find out.
myself. You will not be having $75.
Oh.
Sorry.
So these go to the rest of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. we just pass
So
it
go
on.
back to me. You will not be enjoying $25.
All right.
All right.
And you will not have a mystery gift of M&M's.
Ooh.
Those should be eaten right now.
So what will?
What will she win?
And our prize is $50.
Oh!
Well done.
Solid.
Shout out
Solid
to
win.
Elise.
Well done, Elise. Well done indeed.
Dolores. So, if you would like to join us, stay tuned for the end of the show, answer the trivia question correctly. We might have you on next week to play.
And let me tell you, I answered her question in under 3 seconds.
Wow. This new one?
Yes, he did. So it's
Look
not
at
a
you,
hard,
bragger.
yeah,
Well,
it's not
Look
a
at
hard question. Stay tuned for the end.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is a
Mm.
things that make you go.
All right, and now company news. I'm not gonna talk about book club, I'll save that for you, Chapman.
Thank
But I
you.
do want to remind everyone that the QA quarterly compliance newsletter is still located in Cindy under QA 2020. It's 2020.
Doug knows something about QA.
Yeah, speaking of which,
Speaking
what?
of which.
Is that what I'm here to talk about?
no.
No.
Tyler, what do you got for us?
I don't have a lot. We're still in the midst of OEP, so everybody's working really, really hard. It's been a great February. We got off to a slightly rocky start, but that had a lot to do with the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl,
Yep.
whatever that is. And then, but yeah, we've made a good bounce back, and we're in the second half of the month now, and February's turning out to be pretty great for us.
How
So
about that?
excited to see what March looks like. And
How's the food been?
the food has been great. And
Good.
I gotta jump on here, the Wednesday food.
which one was the Wednesday again? Was it
Yes.
the chili from last week?
The chili.
Well, the chili is always great.
So we partner with Dixon
Yeah, so
to
you
do
have the
Wednesday.
tacos too.
You know what my
Wednesday
favorite part of
lunches.
that is that they have the chopped up jalapenos that you can put in your chili.
Yeah, the jalapeno relish.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they also have that little the spicy oil or is it vinegar?
It's
I
vinegar.
can't remember. And then the little powder that you put on it.
Oh.
It's oh
I've never
It's
had
good.
it.
Last time they brought us, like,
It was good.
queso dip you can make nachos with. I said, to heck with that, straight on my chili.
Now, see, I still have a big spot in my heart reserved for Qdoba. So, though the tacos from Dixon's were phenomenal, they've got my heart with the chili. But man, oh man,
Just like a Qdoba.
Qdoba.
Oh, yeah.
The
I
days where
think we're gonna
Qdoba
on that.
comes in, it's one of the best.
Oh, politely.
So
I mean, I love Qdoba.
I like Qdoba, but I'm much bigger than you,
Mm-hmm.
and I prefer Dixon's.
Yeah.
I mean, but you have to
I
admit,
am biased.
they are two different types of foods. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
the tacos from Dixon's are like your basic, it's just a basic taco.
Mhm.
And it was damn good.
Yes.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Does he have- Anyways.
Yeah, I'm biased. I worked at Qdoba for
Oh, well, there it is.
Oh,
six
there it
years.
is.
Did you really?
I did.
So you
Oh.
know.
And I will say this is why I think Qdoba is great. I worked at Qdoba for 6 years, and every single day that I worked, I ate Qdoba, and I still love it.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I think that's rare.
Yeah, that is rare.
Jeff, what do you got for us?
Okay.
What? Did we digress a little
That's
bit?
what's known as a segue.
Speaking of Qdoba, that's less of a smooth transition and more like a Star Wars screen roll.
I have been able in the last couple of weeks to get in with the senior corps agents and talk about our transfers, what we do, all of that good stuff. That's been great. Enjoyed my time with all the different groups. Shout out to Iowa and Denver. Enjoyed my training last week with you all. Good stuff. And really, I've seen an improvement in what's coming into our enrollment queue. I think that take the time to get the information that you would get for an MAPD enrollment. You're going to want the address on there, right?
Yeah.
Phone number, that kind of stuff.
State?
That helps state. State helps us a lot.
How so though?
It's
Because-
crazy. But
Could you
general
expand on that?
plans vision actually differ across the country.
No.
Believe it or not.
So like, just like how MAPD plans differ across?
Well, also in how they're
Nice
assigned
connection.
to us.
No, that can't be
Just saying.
true.
So
Throw that out.
I would tell you, put into your lead what you expect to get out of it. If you're not putting a lot into it, then that's probably what you're gonna get back, is not a lot. Give the agent something to work with, and we'll close it for you. And they want your business. And I think one thing that I heard at a meeting the other day is that there is nobody in this company that doesn't want the sale to go through.
That's right.
No one, be it the enroller, your CCA. I mean, that's why they're calling people at 30 days. Hey, you all right in your plan? Everything good? Because we want your business to stay. So I think that goes to the other part I want to talk about. That's just being nice to each other. It doesn't take a whole lot to take the high road and just be nice.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw this out here, but chatting with somebody and put, just do your job, is not a sunny, nice thing to say to anybody. Or, oh, fine, you won't get any of my enrollments anymore.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Do they
something
have
you
the
want to
choice
say.
They don't.
And they don't have that choice at all. And I don't know why you would handicap yourself as an agent. Now, I will go back in time a little, and some of the stuff that I did as an agent was kept the enrollers happy,
Yeah.
real happy.
Mhm.
I would be down there with snacks, whatever. I need my enrollments done. So I always treated them very well. Same with customer care. I want you taking good care of my agents.
Yeah.
I would think you'd want to follow suit. When you're walking down the hall, how much more does it take just to say hello? Hi. Smile.
Smile.
Wait,
I know.
like be a human?
Yes.
Oh,
Be a nice
yeah.
human?
No.
No.
I'm not following.
Get out of here.
I didn't figure you would.
I'm by nature a very mean person.
Yeah, you really are. Horrible.
When I do my training, I always try and let people know, hey, remember that this is your first time reaching out to folks and they have no context for you. Like you're brand new. They don't know who you are. So maybe start your email with, hey, I'm a new agent. One, it'll kind of prepare that person that's interacting with you to maybe take it down a notch first because you're brand new. And then also, if we are seasoned agents and we're reaching out to people we've never reached out to before, just let them know, here's what I do here. Hi, my name is so-and-so, I'm a senior core agent. At least give them some context instead of, I need this from you. And it's like, whoa, who are you?
Yeah, I had one of the new ones reach out to me yesterday and tell me just take the lead.
Oh, okay.
To him.
Just take the lead. Now, I informed them I'm the manager of the department, and the response back was K.
Okay.
And I thought, very professional. I feel good about this.
My personal favorite was y'all system suck.
Oh.
Oh, that was a good one.
That wasn't great.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well.
I guess I should do that conflict resolution.
Well, that's
We need to
actually
move
why,
that up.
Yeah.
that was why I was reaching out to you about that. I would love to implement that again to more people to expose it. 'Cause I think we all should take responsibility
Yeah.
to.
Now, interpersonal communication and conflict resolution is something that everybody needs to at least take at least one course. I'm sure Caitlin's going to do a phenomenal job. I'll probably do another one too. But just how to kind of, find the landmines in conversations and start thinking more about how we communicate and the language that we're using. Sometimes not being so superficial with K's and gotcha and whatnot. And, just being more professional in our communication.
Yes. Something that Bradley said in a meeting yesterday, I think, do you remember what it was about when you come to someone and you're so offended by the letter K or something, but he was like, take a look at your own backyard first.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a really great.
Yeah, I wouldn't cast stones, because, yeah, you've got your own stuff to worry
There's a
about.
73 dart on cinder blocks back there. So,
That's exactly right. And you know, at the end of the day, I don't care if it's your enrollment, if it's your paycheck, whatever it may be with the company will always make it right.
yes.
Always.
Yeah.
That's just the way that it works out. So
They
trust
default
your
to the right
company,
thing.
trust your departments, be nice to one another.
Always.
And if you have something with dental that's just, you need to vent to me. Please email me. I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you. So that's my 2 cents.
And share it at the next,
I will help you on my next show.
Yeah.
My name.
There's the bus.
Exactly.
you do material. So please email me.
Please email me.
We need material for the show. Well,
But that's good perspective, guys.
yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff.
All right.
Can I talk about book club?
You
Yes,
gonna let Mike talk?
take it away, take it away. I don't know, I
Please,
couldn't
I'm
tell
dying
from
to talk over
the-
here.
I couldn't tell from the script where which part
Oh,
you were
yeah.
in.
I like to,
I know.
Here it is, Mike.
go in the moment.
The big empty.
Yep. So we've got our first book club meeting Tuesday morning, 7:30 a.m. Those of you that have signed up, we've had record signups this year, so I'm anxious to get to it. Our very first book was Simon Sinek, Start With Why. If you've never read it before, it's an excellent book. Simon Sinek is fairly famous. It's not hard to find stuff on his podcast. He has a podcast. He's got tons of viral videos that you've probably seen on Facebook. And he's generally considered a thought leader in today's culture, in the way that he, views business and views people and views leadership. Very fascinating guy, very interesting to talk to. Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I was just
I'll eat and talk at the same time.
Sorry.
Then our next book, I believe, is It's Your Ship by Captain Michael Abramshoff. I always mispronounce his name. But it's also a wonderful book. The essential parts of it are just that we can always take ownership of our station in life, whether it's our job or being a leader or being a mechanic or whatever. But if we always do that job well and we take ownership and responsibility for our results, then everything moves in a positive light. He took literally the worst ship in the Navy and won the Golden Anchor Award, which is awarded to the best ship, the best overall ship in the entire fleet. And he's just a really fascinating guy. It's a very good read. And if you are a manager, it's an awesome read. If you're not a manager, it's an awesome read, because it just tells you that at the end of the day, you're always going to be accountable for yourself. And if you can help others get to their goals, then that naturally makes you a leader.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was a good book. We read last year.
Yes, we did. And
Okay.
it's worth revisiting. Also, Matt Gunter is going to join us when we do our discussion of that book. So if you would like to participate, Matt Gunter will, if you can, in meetings, he's going to do his best to be there, I should say.
Yeah, his whole management team read that.
Yeah.
So,
That's a great book.
Yeah. And so he definitely has some thoughts that he wants to share on it. And yeah, that's about it. I'll resend out the book club list. So if you did miss it the first time, actually I don't have permission, so maybe Miss Amy will send it out for me.
Okay.
And then just fill out the form, send it out. I'll send you a calendar invite. It's from 7:30 to 8 once a month. Just one book. Generally speaking, they're not exceptionally long. I believe all of them are under 500 pages. This first book, I think, is around 220, 250. So, and it's larger print. Or you can listen to it. It's a 3-hour listen on Audible.
Have you thought about recording it on the Zoom link?
Yeah, I'm going to record the meeting.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then I'll send it out
where's the
afterwards.
meeting held?
Ruby.
The meeting will be held in the Patriot Room in Building 9, or the Niner, as we affectionately call it, which is upstairs of Building 8, is technically Building 9, and the very back in the large training room.
I like it.
And I'll be there.
And it's on the west side of the complex,
That's right.
facing Joanne's Fabrics.
That is correct.
That
Yes.
is correct.
That is
Yes.
correct.
For those. who-
Yes,
I have made that walk over to Joanne's a few times since we moved over.
Have you?
Yeah.
You sewing?
I'm not sewing, but those of you that don't know, they sell a lot of craft supplies.
Ah.
So for the little one, I can get markers, I can get big poster board.
Stuff for our
Yes.
team for
I bought a
contests.
wallet kit over there to make my own billfold. I also bought
Nice.
the moccasin kit.
No.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
I wore a size 5
Yeah, I've already made a pair and it took way too much out of me. Never doing it again, ever.
But if you had moccasins as a kid, you remember wearing them constantly.
Yes. I love them.
For
Years?
years, yeah.
It's a big thing now.
Is it?
In
It's
the
coming
high
back.
school age.
It is.
Really?
It was a big
Moccasins?
thing whenever I was in high school.
Yeah.
I had a pair of moccasins.
I'm pretty sure I
It
wore
was not a thing
moccasins,
when I was in high school.
pair of skinny jeans and a hoodie every single day.
No.
I
No.
think the more time goes on, the cooler you look if you don't.
Doc Martens,
It's
Timberlands,
like grungy look all
Yeah.
over again.
Eastlands.
Adidas sweats
I just rolled out of bed.
and moccasins with athletic
Maybe
socks.
it's
Oh,
Yeah.
I wore white New Balance high tops in high school,
Ooh.
or my snake boots. One of the two.
Snake boots,
He
huh?
still has them.
I still have.
I was a hipster before hipsters were a thing. I had my corduroy jacket, my band shirt that nobody had ever heard of because you're lame, you're a poser. My ripped jeans, my Doc Martens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh,
Mike was bringing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
bringing the heat.
What?
With my Reverend Horton Heat t-shirt.
It is getting hot in here.
So now's the time of the show when we're gonna do our interview with our hot seat guest of the week, Mr. Hayden. We are gonna make this a very KCCCC themed interview session. Are you ready?
I don't know about it.
All right, well, so question number one, what's your favorite event in the Kansas City Corporate Challenge?
Well,
I feel like I already know the answer to this
I do
one.
too.
so I'm trying to come up with something different.
So for those who don't know you though,
So the event that I'm best at would be swimming, that everyone probably assumed. Favorite might be the bike race though.
really?
Oh.
Yeah, the bike race is super fun.
It is fun. It's out at the
Yeah.
speedway. As night falls and the lights come up and you're riding around the.
You're doing green flag laps, baby.
It's a
Yeah.
blast.
What
It's
if you're
a
a
great
randomly
venue.
slow biker? Is there any chance from
Well,
hopefully?
I do call it the bike race / ride.
Wow.
Okay.
So
Yes.
the riders are.
So up to 20 people can participate in that, 2 people per age group. And a lot of people, it's their first corporate challenge event, and they go out there and they see hundreds of people and the great venue and the night lights, and it's a really good experience.
What if you don't have a bike?
So I have 5 bikes now. And out of the 20 people that participated last year, I'm guessing 12 maybe had ridden before the bike race /
So
ride.
you're saying there's hope?
Yes, and I have bikes of all sizes, and people show up and they're like, what do I do? Where do I go? And they ride a couple laps and they score points, and it's great fun.
So if I had a mountain bike,
Yes.
I would be okay to
We
bring
would
that
be
up.
okay.
Okay, good to know.
Street bike? Street
I
bike.
do have some street bikes if people need them. I
Yeah.
would be more than happy to donate to the race.
We call them road bikes.
Road bikes, whatever.
Roadie.
So the bike race is one of the events that has a higher percentage of elite athletes. So you will see.
You'll see the helmets with the big long things sticking out the back.
The little shorts that have like the butt pads on
Yep.
them.
You will see top end bikes, top end cyclists, but in every event in Corporate Challenge has about 10% of the people participating are very good at that event, whatever it may be. Another 5 or 10% who thought they were going to be good until they showed up and saw, oh, that guy's good. And then the other 50% or so, I've lost my number how far in this thing, but the other 50% are out there just to have fun, just to meet people, just to move their body, just
That's how most
to,
events are.
Yeah.
I would agree with Doug. There's probably not more than 20% of the people that participate that are like full on, this is my thing.
Yeah.
The rest of them are just folks having fun.
yeah.
Even when I tried out for bowling, I didn't make it last year, but we've got 3 really good bowlers, and then our 4th spot, was good, but not so good that it would eliminate everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the hardest part about the company getting larger is that it does get a little harder to represent the company at the tournament. However, with bowling, I don't know how many people went out to try out for bowling.
Oh, I think we had a dozen last year.
Yeah, and we had 3 or 4 outings.
Yeah.
So what I like to, what I like to see is a lot of people going out, going to the practices,
Have a good time.
having a good time, meeting people. Amy, possibly the only person in the room I would know without corporate challenge. Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, you and I met through corporate challenge, yeah.
I know that I've met everybody except Tyler.
I jump started
Hi.
hard.
There's definitely people that I would not know and I probably wouldn't have talked to otherwise. Brian Dial, who's down in Denver, he was in the life side. Jeff Mallor.
Yeah, Tara Mays from.
Yeah, Tara
last
and
year.
volleyball. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of folks that I've met at this company that were not in my division, and I got to know them through that.
Yeah, especially our company.
Connor Line, who's in finance.
Because we're 3 different divisions that don't interact a lot.
Right.
You know, you can have somebody from finance and someone from senior be golf partners who have never met.
Yeah.
You know, and but I like to have practices. I like to have events. People go out. You know, the women's volleyball team is a good example.
Yeah.
We have an excellent women's volleyball team, top notch. But last year we probably had 30 women go out to the practices. They had fun. They, you know, got to do something that they did in high school. They met a lot of people. They had fun. I like to consider the 30 people on the select quote volleyball team, but we do have to select 6 or 8 to represent the team at the tournament.
Yeah.
So as we get bigger, one of the hard parts with corporate challenge is it does get a little harder to represent at the tournament, but that doesn't mean you can't participate and go out to the events and meet people and have fun and move your body.
Go out to the tryouts
That's right.
and,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, well, so favorite moment for Kansas City Corporate Challenge?
Well,
Don't be modest.
Yeah.
I'll say it for
I
you.
can't say it without
I'll
crying.
say it for you.
Oh.
So 2 corporate challenges ago, they have a very, very prestigious award for basically the best ambassador for the entire city for the Kansas City Corporate Challenge. And that person was our own
Doug Hayden.
Doug Hayden.
I might be a little biased, but I still think he's the best ambassador because he really does a great job of rallying this entire company.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he got me in a Speedo.
And, and he was swimming.
Thank you for saying that. I would have been able to say that.
Well, we'll gladly say for you.
Absolutely.
That
And
is-
to your point, Doug, you know, the way that Corporate Challenge and your just your enjoyment of it and how excited you get for all of the events and all the people that I wouldn't have met otherwise if it hadn't been for Corporate Challenge. I just want you to know that you are the person that I least like of all the other divisions.
Wow.
Now, you're obviously awesome, and the energy you bring to Corporate Challenge is awesome. It really,
Yes,
truly
it
is.
is.
So these next couple of questions are kind of a nod to both you and Amy for putting a great kickoff on every single year. So what would your favorite potluck or dish be at that kickoff? You know, last year we had a pretty good spread, so.
Yeah, Amy does a fantastic job of the kickoff party. It's in conjunction with a mile walk out at the Arrowhead Kauffman Stadium. It's in the parking lot, 10,000 people from the
It's
city,
super fun.
220 different companies setting up tents. We have the best tents, the best party. Amy does a great job. Last year we had 300 people out there
It
easy.
was,
Yeah.
it was.
You know, that's an easy one to show for if you
Oh
don't
my
want to do any of
Absolutely.
the other events.
Bring your family.
That is the
Bring
thing
your
that
family, get your
everyone can
participation
do.
points, come out and
So hold on,
That's right.
one last question.
Oh, so the food, all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
sentence.
see Chapman's ready to go.
Well, I have a training class right now,
Okay.
and I have to leave at 9:30. So I do
All
apologize.
right.
I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Happy to have you aboard, Amy.
Hey, don't forget your cup.
We'll see you Tuesday for the book club. Have fun at the party tomorrow. Don't drink and drive,
Be careful.
Be careful.
and be careful out there.
There you go.
That's your line.
I know.
All right. So my last question, and he probably just
I didn't see this
knocked
one.
himself out. Yeah, I kept him as a surprise for you. Who's your favorite talk show host?
Jeff, of course.
There we go. Perfect answer. Perfect.
That was more just a teaser for you. But we-
So April 10th is the
Yes,
kickoff.
yes.
April 10th, Arrowhead Stadium, after work event, go out there for a few hours. Amy puts on a heck of a show, a heck of a party.
Music, hot dogs.
Music,
Yes.
hot dogs, games.
It's great. I've been taking Addison since she was 1. We've been every year. I do have to walk her around the track on my shoulders.
Yes.
It gets me ready and in shape for what's coming. I'm usually exhausted when I get to the end of the walk, but she likes all the swag. So
Oh, yeah.
bring your kids.
There's a great kids area.
Oh, yeah. They had
With
Star Wars people last year.
Yeah.
That was great.
Star Wars
Couldn't
and
find them. I had to do that.
The
I think
big-
you're running from me.
the big Twinkie guy I got a picture with. The big
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But it's just a great event for everybody to come, and throughout the next 3 months, it's almost the most wonderful time of the year.
Almost.
It's the most wonderful. So for the next 3 months, there are events. Last year, we were able to add the spectator
Mhm.
category.
I just blew it out of the water. with
Yeah.
that. Oh, yeah, he was there for almost everything. It was great.
So you can go out to the events. One, enjoy a great sporting event.
Mhm.
I wish we could have had 100 people at that volleyball tournament last year. It was the most exciting volleyball I've ever watched. It was great. Anyway, so the spectator category, you can go out to the events. You can get credit. I don't have the incentives approved yet, so I can't really talk about incentives, but they're,
People look out.
yes, to be announced. But last year people were able to go out to events and earn credit as spectators. And if you are interested in an event, this is what I'd really like to hear across. If you are interested in horseshoes, if horseshoes is something that you love and you sign up for and you don't get to represent the team, but you were ready to on that date, why wouldn't you go on that date and watch something that you're interested in enough to sign up for? So we'll do signups next week. Everybody sign up for everything that you're interested in, and then go meet some people, have some fun, move your body, and then go watch the event, get spectator incentives, possibly.
Do you have enough coordinators for all these events?
Coordinators.
Let's let you put a plug in.
Okay,
Yeah.
so event coordinators are the most important event coordinator. Jeff is the swimmer, but I am the coordinator, so you don't get to do that. But yes, event coordinators, we have 30 plus events, and we need lots of coordinators. So when you look at the events and you say, hey, I played tennis in college, you could possibly bring some coaching, some coordinating to tennis. And we would love to have more coordinators.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Good stuff.
We really appreciate you coming on.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
A couple last things. I like to do my quote of the week and also our trivia question. So you can join us if you get it right to win some cash. All right, quote of the week. This is from Mr. Henry Ford. It is, don't find fault, find a remedy. Thought that was pretty nice. So
Yeah, that is good.
if you have an issue, instead of
It's
coming
hard.
someone with, hey, I got this issue, come up with a remedy. We'll work through it together. You see,
Yeah.
just saying. So trivia question. This one's a kind of a Casey themed one as well. What started with a strand of 16 lights over a doorway in 1925? Don't answer it in the chat. If you know what it is, send me an email, Caitlin.Frank, that's selectquote.com, and say goodbye to our beautiful Amy.
Goodbye, Amy.
See you tomorrow at the
Michael,
party.
just go ahead and check on out with
Party,
this.
party.
We'll see you tomorrow night at the party. As you can tell, I am ready. Should give you an idea of what I'll be wearing. Very excited about this. Guys, thank you very much.
Thanks,
Everyone
guys.
be careful out there. We went long.